Raw Muscle Magazine backstage again, and we're with the one and only Kevin Levrone. How's it feel being back on stage?
Felt good, man. Felt good. Felt better than at the Olympia 2016. So it was good. Looking forward to going out and doing my posing routine.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of yours since day one. It was a lot of your Olympias in the 90s. I was actually at your last Olympia in 2003 before you made the comeback. So then we saw you in 2016. Yeah. You've obviously gone a lot harder for this comp too. You can obviously see the improvements. How are you finding being in Australia?
I think Australia is awesome. Last time I competed here, I think it was about 20 years ago, maybe. Close to night. Yeah, one of Tony's shows. It was like back in the early 90s, you know. So it's been a long time. 18, 19, longer than, about 20 years, I think.
You chose this as your last show to do. You're definitely retiring now.
I mean, for me, I'm done. I didn't want to put a lot of stress on my body. I just wanted to come into the show full. I didn't want to put that added stress on my body because I've won a lot of shows. I've won on 2 Arnold Classics before. For me, it's just about putting on some size, staying motivated, and just giving the fans some motivation and let them know, hey, man, I'm 53 years old, you know what I mean? And for an average guy walking around 53, you don't look like this, you know what
Definitely
I mean?
not.
Not even close.
So is it getting emotional? Is it getting emotional knowing that it's your last time?
It is, because I get a lot of support from not only the fans, but former bodybuilders that I used to compete with, and just the support and everything that, the promoter here, Tony, has given me, and opportunities and everything that the IFBB, has given me. It's of course it's emotional, man, because it's a lot of love. I look over there and I see Dexter and dudes like that, still doing it in the game. So, yeah, it gets emotional.
How have you found it competing with the guys now compared to back in the 90s? Like physique-wise, personality-wise, is there much of a difference? Or
I would say, like in the 90s, we would push it. We would push it to, like, they would have oxygen tanks backstage for us. You walk off stage, you gotta, like, you're really living on the edge of, I know some guys that just would collapse after coming off stage because the conditioning was just ripped and shredded to the bone. I mean, that's an era where I came from. I'm not willing to do that to myself now. Now it's not happening back here. You know what I mean? They're fuller, they're bigger, but it's just the difference is the conditioning, definitely.
Yeah. And probably one last question: are you having fun? Is it fun being back?
It's fun because there's no pressure on me. You know what I mean? It's fun because I can communicate instantly with a lot of fans through Instagram. It's fun because I'm not competing against these guys. I'm competing against myself. I've already made a name for myself. So there's nothing that I need to do to, like, prove anything. For me, it's great to just know that I can motivate people out there in their 40s, in their 50s, and say, hey, look, man, it's never too late. Like, of course. I mean, I can, if I wanted to, say if the show, like normally there's a show, like we do the Olympia, and then we get a break, and then the next day we come back and finish the finals. Yeah. I mean, with the way where I'm at now, there's some things that I could do and come back and look totally different, but that's not what this is about. It's not about pushing that envelope that far. It's completely about having fun, follow through with your dreams, and continue to move forward. If you have something still fired up in the basement, man, go get it. Go get it, because I had a little something fired up in the basement, and the fans are the ones that created that and started it. Like, we want to see you back on stage. And being able to come back and look around and see the guys, of course, I mean, I can auto up because my mind is always sizing up people. The difference is this. The difference is conditioning. The difference is back in the day, we were smaller. Dorian Yates was the first guy that walked on stage 250 and competed. He was the first Mr. Olympia that competed at that weight. Now you walk backstage, the average guys are 250. Yeah. They're all over the place, you know what I mean? And everybody's got legs, so things have changed. Technology has changed. It's no different than having a telephone, you know, from 20 years ago to technology right now. So I mean, these guys are coming. I mean, you know, no disrespect to them, but if there's one thing that I would like to see is just more conditioning, you know, because there's a few guys in the top 3, and you see them, the top 2, you know, they're conditioned. You know, there were times where the lineup when we competed, you had Flex conditioned, Dorian was conditioned, I was conditioned, Chris Cormier was conditioned, Sean Ray was conditioned. I mean, it would run deep, you know. Then you had Andre Munster that just took things to another whole new level. But I think they're running things safe now. These guys look happy. They're not putting the stress and strain on the bodies like we used to put on our bodies. And you can see when you're backstage here, you know, they're up. Their energy level is up, you know, and they're a lot happier. And that's good. We want to play it safe, and I think right now we're in a good position. The sport's constantly growing, and I just like what I see. I like what I see back here.
Awesome. Well, I think you're about to hop on stage any minute now, so once again, thank you very much. On behalf of Australia, thank you. Thank you for coming back and
Really
choosing
appreciate
us
that,
to have your last show.
Thank you, man. I love it.
Thank you. That's it.
We just got a quick photo just of us three as well. Thanks so much for that, Kevin. That's